Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Realm of Ori. In this video, we will continue with Volume 13, Chapter 2 on the Verge of Devastation, Part 4. And before we start, this video contains spoilers from the anime and manga series. And by the way guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notifications for upcoming videos. So without further ado, let's get into the video. No way, how can this be? In the main camp, far from the battlefield, Lieutenant General Geist shouted with an iron grimace. The tragedy of the impossible is presented. His proud division of magic-guided tanks was being tricked by a monster wolf who turned into a humanoid. I must report to that Calgary guy quickly to get permission to evacuate. My mission is to suppress the Dwarven Kingdom. To retreat from this battlefield would be to abandon them with Calgary. Even if there's no way to win, at least keep it together. What Geist saw before his eyes was the defeat of their army. One's own people even started killing each other. Even if the battle continues, it's only a matter of time before it's all over. Lieutenant General Geist, no matter what we do, it's all over. Please, please, please order a retreat. Now the battle bets on the prestige of the Empire and will end with his failure, an idea that reveals Geist's true nature. He only wanted to preserve himself, and didn't care about sacrificing his men. Lieutenant General, it will be difficult to revive the troops at this rate. This team has not turned into a scattered mess at the moment. We should let them get rid of the enemy in the rear. There is no shame in withdrawing for a while. If the fighting continues, we will only suffer more. Damn it, I'm the man who's going to be a hero. How dare you let this happen? You're all incompetent and will only rip my legs off. Just at this time the sound of the Big Bang boomed, almost drowning out his voice. The other side is also shaken by this. What happened? The enemy attacks through magic. Magic? Could it be nuclear strike magic? It's not certain yet, but it should be right in terms of scale. But what is it? Say it. Yes. As for the enemy's attack magic, the one that seems to be able to easily break through the Legion's magic that our army uses exclusively for defense. What about the level of casualties? The explosion was overhead. We've lost contact with friendly airships. This is not possible. You mean the blimps, the Empire's proud, air combat flying corps, are all gone? The blimps that could not be contacted included not just one, but all of them. This could only be explained by the fact that the magic just now had wiped out all the airships. We're retreating. No, we should retreat somewhere else and regroup. Faced with this overly unfavorable situation, Geist finally made a judgment call for everyone to retreat. A brisk voice rang out across the battlefield. Oops. You're not going to say it's over here, are you? I should have said that already. If you invade, we will show no mercy. Geist hurriedly turned his head in the direction of the sound. A beautiful face of extreme whiteness reflected before his eyes. It's Testarossa. Don't look at me like that. I'm a woman of my word. After all, when I used to come to this world to play, I had indeed fulfilled the desire of my lord. Please be assured, and I will repay you well. Geist's heart was occupied with fear. Oops, maybe you forgot. How rude. Testarossa's beautiful face gave Geist the creeps. Forcing down this fear, Geist intended to order his men to attack. Yet no one responded. I don't know what you want to do, but your men are resting. They seem to be very tired. Because, they don't seem to be able to stand up anymore. Geist didn't take her lightly and definitely didn't take his eyes off of her, but Testarossa moved without anyone seeing. Moved too fast. They're all dead. You killed all these men. Oops, since I was a little hungry, I ate a little. You said you ate some? What is it to eat? Well, I ate a little bit of soul. Go to hell, evil demon. Mind Requiem. Geist took advantage of the opportunity to make the strongest aura he possessed. A murderous sound wave was released into the surrounding space that left people with no place to run. Ah, the sound is so refreshing. What a waste to let humans have such a beautiful tone. It's a pity. You're such a great musician, and I have to kill you. Seeing Testarossa like this, Geist knew his attack wouldn't work. Then he felt despair. Probably more so than the humanoid demon wolf who's been messing around. Are these monsters everywhere in this country? If that's the case, then we may have adopted the wrong strategy from the start. And there's also the natural disaster level threat of Veldora on the Jura Tempest Federation side. The odds of defeat are so high that the probability of winning is almost zero. Wait a minute, I want to make a deal. Geez, what kind of deal is that? I, myself, am a high-ranking officer in the Empire, and I am well versed in military combat and have classified information. I promise it will work for you. So please leave me alone. Not afraid of disgrace and not caring what outsiders thought, Geist began to beg for mercy. However, his eyes were still alert and he was still cautiously spying on the movements of Testarossa. He had thought there was nothing more he could do at this point, but his proud ears caught the sound of several approaching footsteps. Just hearing the footsteps alone, he intuited that these people were from the Imperial Intelligence Service. This smell, you're a demon, no, a high-ranking demon general. One side shouted and several soldiers jumped in front of Geist. Oh, you guys are? Yes, I'm with the Intelligence Service. As Geist had expected, the other party seemed to be from the Intelligence Services. Hey, wait, now is not the time to introduce yourself. You're not just a high-ranking demon general, are you? Looks like this one has acquired flesh. Tisk, no wonder the breath is faint. Lord Geist, I'll introduce myself later. Let's join forces now to crush this evil demon first. Well, sure, the men from the Intelligence Service worked together well to surround Testarossa. Then take out the chains woven into the magical hair crafted to seal the movement of Testarossa from 3 directions. The move was called the Imperial Sealing Array. The Trinity, which can kill even high-ranking magical creatures, it is the most superior form of the must-kill formation circulating in the Empire. These men were the Empire's highest fighting force, affiliated to the Imperial Emperor's Order of Near Guard Knights, the 11th ranked Tibbs, respectively. Balder, ranked 38th. Gordon, who is ranked 64th. Seeing the Knights of the Trinity sealing Testarossa, Geist applauded in his heart and thought, well done. Oops, oops, oops. This is nostalgic. You're the ones who once beat me, right? What? I'm so happy. I was hindered at that time, so I didn't get enough to eat. It was a rare occasion when I cooked so well that I was about to feast on it. I'll always remember the regret I felt at that time. This wickedness can't be. That face is. Are you the White Primordial? You're kidding. It took so much effort to seal her, but she came back to life so quickly. That's a nice look. There is fear, there is anxiety, and there is unfounded confidence. I'm not even running away from, even though I'm bluffing. You guys really like to make extra effort. Shut up, you demon. I didn't think you'd come back to life, but did you forget? We once sealed you. Wait until you beat us and then show off. Mr. Tibbs is right. I'll kill your soul this time. Oops, oops, that's funny. Is it okay to be so confident? Do you think the same trick as back then would still work for me? It's so unconvincing. No one will listen to the demon's nonsense. Gordon was right. This is not the place for you to be. If we don't understand it once, we can bury you 1,000,000 times. Alright, Mr. Geist. We'll take care of it here. Please order a retreat as soon as you can. Tibbs is calm whenever he is. Although they did not expect the White Primordial to appear, they did not forget their original purpose. More importantly, if the whole army is not withdrawn soon, everyone could be affected by their fighting. The current situation left Geist momentarily unresponsive. White Primordial? What are you talking about? Could it be the big demon? No, there's no time to think about that right now. Instead of looking into these guys, it's better to find a way to stay alive first. Then he hastened to order the entire army to retreat through his unique technique, the player. However, it was too late. All hope was dashed when they met Testarossa in the present moment. The trio of Tibbs, Balder, and Gordon were previously unsung heroes who had once defeated the powerful demon. At that time, there was what the world called the Lakeshore Died in Scarlet incident. The White Primordial is the demon that dominated the East and is feared, and the other party came into the world just short of acquiring flesh. His Majesty has granted me the strongest equipment. Coupled with this power, how could I possibly lose to a demon? You guys hurry up and open the door. The White Primordial seems to have gotten flesh, but it shouldn't have accumulated too much mana yet. We're going to do everything in our power to beat her here. Got it. Yes. You're out of luck, White Primordial. It seems you've had a hard time gaining flesh, but it's naive. Running into us here means your luck has come to an end too. I said, you think I'll forgive you for doing this? Hearing the sound that made even one's body freeze, Tibbs turned his head. And in front of his line of sight, Testarossa reached out and grabbed Geist by the neck. A muffled "gack" sounded, and the next thing you know, Geist goes limp. There was nothing he could do about it, and he was killed like that by Testarossa. How is this possible? Tibbs trembling. It wasn't just Tibbs, but also Balder and Gordon's faces appeared agitated and confused. There was no way to see how Testarossa broke the chains and at what point she moved. Did I keep you waiting? I'm sorry if that's the case. Because this man was trying to escape, I lectured a little. After all, not to do so would be to disobey Lord Rimmeru's orders. It can't be helped. That's right. It's been a concern since then. Can you please stop calling me White Primordial? What? Because, yes, I already have the name, Testarossa. I would be unhappy if you didn't call me that. Wait, you just said your name? Now they must admit that the battle is against them. We must retreat. We must report to His Majesty that there is a crisis. Okay, then let me trip her up. Then I'll use elemental magic to move the stronghold. And next Gordon began chanting teleportation magic. Immediately after, Testarossa flashed an evil smile. What's so funny? After shouting this, Balder picked up his sword and launched a surprise attack on Testarossa. Damn it, where'd she go? Here I am. Balder felt it. The slender female hand that was cold enough to freeze his soul was touching his neck. The image of Geist being killed just now came to his mind. I hate people who don't think for themselves. Balder, who was ranked 38th, was thus killed by Testarossa. Hurry up, Gordon. Balder was killed. That one is too dangerous. Good, let's retreat. Tibbs also rushed into the magic formation and gave this order. But the teleportation magic didn't kick in. How? Why? What's so strange? After all, there's nothing wrong with the use of magical vein to disrupt radiation. What did you say? Mana disrupts radiation. Is it possible that you used magic to recreate? Testarossa can share information with Ultima and Carrera in a communication network. Reproducing that technique based on the information obtained and then applying it would be like child's play for Testarossa. Who are you? Even if it is the primordial, a high-ranking demon general wouldn't have such a powerful power. No, that's right. You weren't this good in the war before. What did you do to evolve like this? Evolve? Gee, that's clever. Correct answer. I became a more powerful being than a high-ranking demon general after gaining a name. Do you know about the demon archdukes? It's very different from the rank of a high-ranking demon general. It's sad that you can't understand without saying it through your own mouth. Evil archduke. The second guy crimson. Ever since being stared at by the bright red eyes of Testarossa, Tibbs and Gordon had been unable to move. Testarossa, you haven't killed them yet? Seeing that you're busy, you didn't bother, but it's almost time to finish. Oops, isn't this Ultima? I made you wait so long? Well, I was muddling along with Mr. Gabble and the others, so I'm not in a position to say anything about anyone else, but Lord Rimuru wants us to do our best, and we'll be scolded if we don't finish this soon. That's bad, right? It's rare to meet old acquaintances, so I couldn't stop talking. Still, so to speak. Let's get this over with before Lord Rimuru gets angry. The conversation that unfolded before his eyes was incomprehensible to Tibbs. No, it's not that he can't understand, it's that he doesn't want to understand. There is no doubt that they must be of the same rank. There are two primordial demons. In fact, Gordon was already crouched down and sobbing. He had been a quiet and reliable man, but now he was like a child. That's right, then I'll say goodbye to you, even if I'm a little bit wary. By the way, if you've met someone you've never met before, let's show you the magic that suits your heart's desire. In a dazed state, Tibbs knew his death was not far away. The black flame condensed to the size of a fist and glowed in the palm of Testarossa's hand. Deathstreak. That little brother over there knows Guy Crimson too, right? In that case, you would know what this magic is, right? This magic was released when Guy became a demon lord. He was consumed with deeper despair and thought to himself within he never knew. In this way, Tibbs, who was 11th in the Empire, and Gordon, who was 64th, became the first casualties of the Blessing of Death, launched by Testarossa. Looks like there are no survivors around here. That being said, Testarossa did a beautiful job. Gee, what are you talking about? I'm talking about this toy called a magic tank. Because you beautifully retained its original form, we were able to bring back unharmed ready-made goods to investigate the intelligence. That's for sure. That's why only humans were eliminated. Perhaps I should also use the Blessing of Death without mercy. That way, the toys floating in the sky won't break. Yeah, your magic is too flashy. However, it would be sufficient to recover the first sample that was knocked out and use it as information. And right, seriously, that toy was so fragile that it did more damage than imagined. I was only going to break one, but I ended up breaking a bunch. No way. Because Lord Rimuru named us, we are stronger than ever. It's going to take a lot of attention, Ultima. I have also been reflecting. But perhaps Carrera was worrying more than I was. I don't know if she knows how to hold the force, but she likes the gorgeous magic. That's why you're here. Lord Rimuru saw through even that, and I'm impressed. Ah, so it is. Then I'm relieved. Then again, Benimaru-san is also overly worried. The people who are worried about hurting Lord Rimuru are on the Empire's side, and they want us to be merciful in order to force out such talents. That's a bit of a problem. If it's simply a matter of getting a victory, just send us over from the beginning. That way, The things that bothered Lord Rimuru are gone. These are the policies of Lord Rimuru, right? He wants us to stay out of the fight. I guess Lord Rimuru is trying to make Gobta Jr. and Mr. Gabble grow. In the case of Lord Rimuru, it was easy to make them evolve, but combat experience had to be honed and accumulated on its own. A brat like that, who thinks he's good for nothing, is just a piece to us. It's nice to think that way, and I understand, but it's a shame. At least there was still a chance to make an appearance, so that's good. Testarossa and Ultima chatted like this, but even when they were having fun, they didn't forget to carefully collect the spirits of the dead. And just like that, the battle of Testarossa and others was over. Of the Imperial Mecha Legion currently in combat, the Magic Tank Division and the Air Combat Flying Corps have been completely defeated. Just at this moment, the Jura Tempest Federation was certain that it had won the battle. But that doesn't mean the war is over. That was because of the fact that these Imperial forces had been defeated, and the head of the Imperial Mecha Legion Army, Grand Admiral Calgurio, was still unaware of it at this time. Now the main force of the Imperial Mecha Legion, the Mecha Modification Corps, is advancing towards Rimuru, the capital of the Jura Tempest Federation.